It was actually on the lower part of the platform yesterday and then again this morning. Morris and Marty, and of course I have you-know-who at my feet. Boy, did the leaves come down. Oh, Don's taking the blower to get the paper. He is. He's got the blower to get the paper. It's that thick. Wow, I'm having to be careful I don't fall. Wow, Don works fast. He's already out to near the mailbox, near the cul-de-sac. I can hear it. Thought I'd catch him on the driveway blowing the leaves, but it didn't get out here quick enough. Everybody's here this morning and looking good. Hey, Panther. There's Don over there behind the holly tree. So, as a reminder, we're off today because Wake County declared this a mental health day for students. I have to say, in Johnny's case, he has worked nonstop since he got home Wednesday from school on homework. Well, I'm sure he watched a couple of YouTubes, but you know what I mean. He's been really busy. He's got projects and final tests, and there's really no break for him, but it does have less stress in that he can, you know, concentrate at home doing what he needs to do instead of also trying to fit in classes. So I was actually thankful that he had this 4-day weekend, and he is here this weekend. He's swapped which weekend he goes to his dad's house, and you know, that should let him really get hopefully prepared. I would dare say caught up, but prepared at any point for finals and finishing out the semester. Well, you know what this means. It's time to go walk. Don has almost lost his glass case back here. He often sets it here to remember to put it back in the morning. Yeah. I am actually relieved that it's cleared up enough that we can walk. Wow, Donnie, the driveway looks great. Thanks for getting right on that this morning.
Yeah, well, my intent was to just do the concrete pad and then get on my unicycle and ride out to get the paper. The reason I blew the concrete pad is because I've went down that slope on my unicycle with wet leaves, and it's wet. And let me tell you that unicycle ride was just a little bit more excitement than I needed.
Yeah, well, please stay safe out there. I don't give you a hard time about that unicycle, but I also need you to use good common sense like that.
Yeah. If the leaves would have been dry, I wouldn't. It rolls right over them. Maybe they slight slipping, but let me tell you, when it's wet, it's
kind of like hydroplaning on your Crocs,
yeah,
huh?
Well, it's like you know how the deck is when the deck just gets a little bit of water on it.
Oh, here's a Tesla coming.
Yeah. I
just happened to be filming too. Blue Model Y.
Yeah.
We waved.
Yeah. Well, the reason I didn't go out was I always swing out in the lane a little bit, or it makes me nervous when people make that right turn because they may come out into my lane. So since it makes me nervous, I just assume everybody's like me. So I just assume that.
Right, I don't pull out if there's anybody coming in either direction there. And the other thing Don didn't say is there's a dip off to the right front tire. You can't hug the corner like you would. Probably from years of people turning close when other people are coming, and there's a little divot there, so
you don't want to
drop into that. So that's another reason.
After it rains, because it gets your tires all muddy.
Yep. Yeah, Ruby's tires can handle it, but Joel's tires, I don't think we want to put Joel's tires in that. Right. Couple things. I figured out how to get the map out of Apple for our GPS, and my map was very similar to your map. at 2 in the morning. I also compared our map to one of those trails websites. Has a really good map of Peninsula Trail.
Oh, really?
And you can see where we chose to cut across, and you can also see exactly how much farther it was. Mile wise it doesn't seem right, but you know, it looked like we walked half, but actually we walked, I don't know, more. But anyway, and I installed the Google Fit app on my phone so I can track with Apple and with Google now.
Right.
Because we need more, you know, numbers and measurements and stuff in our life. Well, Google Fit will let me go back after the fact and journal and say this time interval from now to then I was working out. But on my Apple phone, it's not letting me say start tracking now and end tracking now like Don can do on his phone. Either I'm asleep at the switch this morning or it's really not there. I go with it's really not there because I looked pretty darn good 3 or 4 times. So that's okay. I don't know if I'll get the map if I go back after the fact and track it or not. I did choose not to link it up with Apple Health. And maybe that could be part of the problem, or maybe it would do it automatically, but I was afraid. I didn't know how that was going to work, if it was going to, you know, my phone and my watch kind of coordinate steps. So if I'm walking without my phone, my watch is tracking, and I guess if I walk with my phone, but I don't have my watch on, it ought to get tracked too. That's some sumac. Has some really pretty color there this morning. But you know, Apple's Apple and it's made to coordinate, and I'm sure that all works good. But Apple and Google coordinating back and forth, I don't know. I don't really need Google Fit because I got the Apple stuff. I just thought if it was free, like one more click before we start walking and one more click when we end walking, that I would go ahead and add it for grins. Because I did discover last night, again, somewhere between 2 and 3 a.m. that I like the map on the Google Fit better. Well, and it is Google Maps, you know, and I've never been a fan of Apple Maps stuff. And I just thought the Google one looked better. Although the Apple one does try to show you how during the walk, what parts of the walk or the activity, your heart rate is elevated. You know, it does the yellow, orange, red thing so you can see. You know, it may show very similar data, but it was dark instead of bright, and I like white backgrounds. And anyway, you get the gist. Experimenting with it this morning. So it's 62 out here. Don's in short sleeves. I have on one long sleeve shirt. I'm kind of hot already. And I am meeting Michelle at Guardian Angel at 10:30. Don's working today. Johnny's home and doing basically be a regular school day workload wise, but he's not technically in school today. And yeah, there you have our Friday. 2020, Don says he would have took today off. I totally hear that. That would have been great. I'd have just had him hiking someplace else. So I went into settings and I said it could sync with Apple Health now. And I turned on all the settings. That includes heart rate and my workout map. And we'll see what it does. It still looks like I don't have the ability to start and stop it. It'll all be whatever Health tells it. Which is not really how I wanted it to work. I mean, why can't I do either? Maybe Apple, I don't know, is preventing it somehow, or I don't know. I just kind of wanted a comparison. Wow, I have to walk over here and view this closer. Look at this.
Yeah.
The pretty new grass and the beautiful trees. That's very pretty. That fence is pretty high. Well, our normal, somewhat boring South Park walk is not so boring this morning with the trees.
Yeah, and
there is a lot of color out here today. That's very pretty.
And that really emerald green grass.
Another angle, same cluster of trees, just gorgeous.
Okay, 5245, 2.77 miles, and 6,068 steps, and looks like 19 minutes flat per mile.
Okay. I'll take it.
That's right.
All right, I'll see you at the house.
Yep, we get back to the house and then I gotta get settled in and, you know, start working.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Some of us are going shopping.
Kiss, kiss.
Kiss, kiss. Don's home and I saw him run back down the driveway and then up the driveway again. I think he's trying to do a hit, but at the end of his run. Hey, Donnie. He basically said that traction means a lot to him versus trying to do it in the grass. And plus this morning with all the leaves and the wetness in the front yard grass, that would not be good. I'm impressed that he's doing this at the end of the workout. You gonna make 5 after your run home? I don't know. That's a big ask, I think. You go, Donnie, go. Go, Donnie, go. I used to cheer him on when he was doing the push-ups thing.
Oh, starting to burn.
I bet. Don's weight's creeped up 2 or 3 pounds. And it's all the stress and it's all the sitting on that job. It's not eating the wrong stuff, not usually. Go, Donnie, go. Woo! Yep, you know you've run when you got to drop lower. I'm surely you've got your 10K. Yeah, he loves reading the Fitbit.
I can't see.
Hang on. 86, 139.
No, the heart.
138.
Is that all?
I think that's what that is. Well, you're in such good health, you can't get your heart up to 160 something like me.
Right.
Dry it off on your shirt because it's a little sweaty. I was having
that?
the screen on the Fitbit. It was 135.
I would have thought, would have stopped flashing.
Yeah, who knows? That seems a little low for that exertion, but you're just that fit.
I think it's more, I think it's this Fitbit doesn't do good. It's hard to say.
Anyway, you did good.
Thank you.
Last night, there was extra water on the road that way from some sort of a leak from that townhome development. So I think I'll go through the neighborhood on my way to meet Michelle. She says she's on her way. I said, me too. Besides, the trees lining the streets in here are pretty right now. 67 and absolutely gorgeous out here. I am loving it.
I love it in November down here.
I know. Yeah, you gotta. I got some stuff for you.
Oh, you spoiled.
This is you gotta love my wrapping.
Oh.
This is a start of the Christmas holiday season thing. I ordered me a Meowie Christmas.
Oh my God.
And I ordered you a...
Oh, Grogu.
Yeah, right in time for Christmas.
I love this
You'll
guy.
be ready for post Black Friday shopping. I think the reflection is keeping you from seeing the train, but there's a very nice train. The windows are done up. They've been working hard this week. Wow, that's pretty spectacular.
That is beautiful.
It looks like it belongs at a little girl's birthday party.
Uh-huh.
Well, first I thought no room, and then it's only $32.49, and I think you would have so much fun with it. I'm restraining myself. I like the trees, and I like the little wristbands, and this mug is cute, and yeah, I even like the carolers. I want the cat reindeer shirt, but it's little girl size. Just to say that they have a great selection of kitchen stuff today. $35 for that step 2 set. This one's $20.49. I mean, if mine were little, I would be buying one here and not a brand new one. You buy some brand new, you know, pots and pans and plates or something, but Michelle's checking out this fire log over here and she can't get it to turn it back off.
It won't go off, Marianne.
Yeah, I'm sorry. All of the perfect little Christmas dresses. I love the skirt on this, but I don't know that I like the top part. That might have been homemade. Just the fabric. The cut's fine. Really great selection of little girl Christmas stuff. Wow. I forgot I had one more thing for you in my purse. Only you would understand. Close your... All right, now you can look.
Oh, no way. You got me a baby Yoda Grogu and a Christmas.
That's the one from the Advent. That's the one from the Advent thing. I found somebody on Bricklink that just was selling him. You know, they parted it out so it was a lot cheaper than buying the whole Advent calendar. Well, a mermaid nutcracker carrying a little frog. That's a yes for my one new nutcracker this year. I'm really trying to not buy them anymore. Oh, look at the tuxedo cat, the fat cat. I particularly like this. We don't stop playing because we get old. We get old because we stop playing. It certainly could be the chicken or the egg. Or somewhere in between. Get your kicks, Route 66. This has got a lot of color. Oh, I like it. He's giving her a kiss. New York lunch, 1932. I really like that too. Is that like the Brooklyn Bridge maybe? No home is complete without the pitter-patter of kitty feet. Okay, I'm totally tempted. That wreath is only $15. Totally tempted. We need another wreath. Not. Oh, that pillow's pretty nice and red. I like it. That's pretty cool. Oh my God, it's the abominable snowman. I don't know. He's kind of cute monster though. Longaberger, pillow. Michelle is going to get this. I don't know, you can't see all the stuff in the cart. Couple shirts. Couple of two different sets of placemats. They're only 50 cents a piece, so a set of 4 is $2. It gives me choices. A lot of cool stuff here in the shabby chic corner again.
For my little Wyatt. It's his first Christmas.
Oh, we have a cat stocking at our house too. A happy harvest in the midst of a Merry Christmas. We're doing one last pass before we go to the checkout, just to make sure we didn't miss anything. Well, we put next Thursday on the calendar, same place, same time. That was a lot of fun. It's 1:45. That's, you know, we're right on schedule with when we usually end, although we didn't work hard to stay longer or end shorter today. We just did what we looked at, everything we wanted to look at in there. Miss Laura helped ring us out. They were pretty busy, and she was in the store with some new costume jewelry she'd processed and was ready to go at the counter, so she was pitching in, helping to wrap stuff up and get us out the door. You know, we have a full cart, so it takes a bit to process us. But that was a lot of fun. Hopefully Johnny will greet me when I get to the house, him or Don one, carry in the things I got. I got 2 sets of placemats, a kitty cat like fabric trivet, pot holder sort of a thing. I got this piece of yard art. It's like a gazing globe, but it looks like a sea urchin, but it's silver. So, you know, reflective, one of those gazing ball sort of things. I don't know what's going on here, but yeah. Okay, guys. The guy behind me is about to have a coronary, so please move so I can move before he runs me over. I'm going to speed limit, so he'll just have to chill his jets. Let's see, what else did I get? We found a Charmander Pokemon stuffed animal, but that'll be for giving away at Community Day, raffling it off for a donation to somebody, or you know, a cute little kid that finds the most of the Community Pokemon that day or something like that. I probably won't keep the Charmander. Give it away. I don't know. There's 1 or 2 more things. I got a couple of Christmas shirts. One for me and one for... Well, maybe they're both for me. Yeah, one has a black cat on it. The music was really loud in there today, so I probably would have filmed a few more segments, but it was really loud. Did you get an early Christmas present?
Maybe.
Came from FedEx and everything.
That's right. It's actually addressed to Donald Miller, not Marianne Miller.
Yeah, he bought this one for himself.
Yeah, I bought it up. I was impressed. I ordered it Tuesday night, and it shipped from San Diego, California on Wednesday, and they said it's going to be here Friday.
And Don was like, yeah, sure.
Right. Well, guess what? Oh, that doesn't look so good.
Oh, that ain't no big deal.
Right.
Well, it's not a brand new item.
That's right.
It's not a brand new item.
Sell it. This is used.
Renewed. Amazon renewed.
That's right.
Yeah, leave it to me to get all of the fancy.
Yeah. Well, I would say for a renewed computer,
it looks pretty new.
They put it back in the little thing really well.
Might have been open box.
Could have been.
So it's an Asus Chromebook tablet.
Yes, but it's ruggedized. It's
military grade.
Right, for kids. It was sold to schools. It's a little old. It's 2019, April 2000 was first shipped.
And tell them why you got it.
Right. I'm looking for something I can read my online newspapers and my Kindle on.
Yeah, the Kindle doesn't do images well, and
yeah, a lot of my books I'm reading have images and graphs.
Because you know, at midnight or 1 in the morning, you should be reading heavy duty. Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's got 30 days to return it, I think, if you're not happy.
Yeah, 30 days return.
I would have bought a Lenovo Duet if it was left up to me to buy it, but you know, I guess Don did convince me that this one is.
Jesus, what a power cord.
Yeah. Did convince me that this was a good deal. So what would you even need that for? That's like for a monitor.
Yeah, really.
Maybe I mean, that's like okay, there's the power pack for the charge the tablet.
Yeah. All right.
Well, we'll let you know. He's going to go charge it up and try the Kindle app in a little while.
Wow, yeah.
Hey.
There she is.
I have to cut the tags off. I just can't stand tags.
Right, she doesn't. Look what she's got for 50 cents.
A piece, yeah. So
Hey,
for $2.
Oh, well, look at the snowman.
The snowman. I don't know. One of them is liable to be this year's placemat on the table. I think I showed him the wizard, but I add one new nutcracker a year, or I try not to add more than one.
Right.
Because I have 50 in the attic.
50?
But this guy is the wizard. He was pretty cool.
Yeah,
so.
it is pretty cool. Oh, bless
I said
you.
it was too loud in Guardian Angel to film as much as I want. You have a new holiday bath towel. Don doesn't like beefy towels. He doesn't want to spend the energy on them in the dryer. Right. And this is the right size, and it's not too beefy.
Lighter towels are good.
And it'll match my snowman shower curtain.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I did show them this.
No home is complete without the pitter-patter of kitty feet. Oh, that's so cute.
And then this is the trivet, the fabric.
Oh, very cute.
Thing. And the longer burger basket.
Ooh.
Leather straps. And I like multicolor. Now look, it's got a little dust. I'll just take a very wrung out but wet washcloth on it, and it's not any stains or anything. That dust will come right off of it.
I can blow it off with the air compressor.
Yeah. Michelle and I found some abalone shell hair thingies. That's got to be stretched out though. And then this kitty cat shirt. Black kitty.
Yeah.
And
Santa kitty.
Yeah, there's a Snoopy one here. And then for you, 50 cents for some felt feet pads. When we got something scratchy or you need to.
Yeah, no, I actually use those things, yeah.
And then so you don't have to think about using them or reusing them for 50 cents. You can just use them.
That's right. That's great. Thank you, sweetheart.
Yeah, and then there's a one gazing globe, but that's in the garage stairwell already. I didn't bring it in the house.
Oh, quite a haul.
It was a haul. It was. Well, this puts new meaning. If it fits, I sits. That box was for her, not for you. Silly boy. That box isn't for you. You're too big for that box. It's for your mama. The crazy cardboard cat. You're not the crazy cardboard cat. You got other places to be. Alexa, stop. Well, maybe he'll leave your box in a minute, or you'll just push him out of there. What do you think?
I'm liking it. Yeah, it's a lot easier to read. That's almost impossible to see on my regular Kindle. But I can read that just fine.
Cool. Holy moly, that's like huge print.
That's because some of us are blind. That's my custom size.
Okay.
I've
Well, it looks good on that tablet.
Yeah. So far.
I still read on my phone. My regular Apple phone, not the Pro size, the regular one.
But I'm pretty much can't see.
I thought Don was nuts.
What? How am I going to be nuts?
Because you asked me if I wanted to go do something after you got off work early.
Yeah, well, it's a beautiful day. Oh man, this doesn't get no better than this.
That's true. I had a origami owl locket at Guardian Angel that I didn't pay for and didn't leave with. I'm sure it's still sitting on the shelf up there. And so Don's going to take me to get it. And then we're going to stop back by the environmental park and not really walk for exercise, but just kind of walk and enjoy the fall colors and the pretty sun afternoon. And
well, we'll see what kind of repairs they've done. They've done some work.
Right, they've been down in there working. That's true. Yep. Hey Donnie, there's Jules.
It sure is. Wait.
You can't quite see it, but there's a Blue Star Memorial marker over here, and the town put that up Wednesday and had a dedication for it. I don't know why Wednesday instead of actually on Veterans Day, but it looks really nice, and I'm glad that they did that. And I would stop over there, except for that's right where Don and I had our accident with Ruby, where we got rear-ended. And that is a horrible little in and out parking thing there, and there's just no good place. I'd have to park someplace else and walk across the street, which I may do at some point, but it's not. I would have chose a different spot in town than there. I don't know why they chose that spot.
Yeah,
it's just in front of a business and across from City Hall, sort of, but I don't know why that spot. That's the only problem I have with it, is to get people to come and enjoy it. That's not a good spot for that. Well, as it turns out, Michelle accidentally left her jewelry too. It's just costume stuff today, and I got my locket and her stuff. Yeah, I guess whatever they're doing, they're not 100% done. We've looked at this map the last time we were here, but I'm not sure that the legend actually tells you how far any of the walking here is. So although there is at least a trail map, it's a little lacking. Although in the park, maybe the signs say how many miles on the trail markers or something themselves. We'll look. So this is Persimmon Path. Yeah, I thought it would be nice to be out near sunset. It's what, 3:45, something like that. So the sun will be falling out of the sky here pretty quick.
Yep, 3:50.
Hummingbird Trail is to the right and to the left. Yeah, I don't know what it would do to the right, what it does to the right.
It doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, there's a bridge down there, but the real bridge, the pretty bridge, is this way. Well, there's a barricade down there, Donnie, so I think they've done something down there. We'll see in a minute. We're trying to figure out where they've been doing the work. Well, this is definitely where they were working. Yeah, but we didn't get even 1/10 of an inch. It was enough to mess up Ruby a little bit, although she's not too messed up. So I guess they had a little bit of footing issue with the
that's what it looks like.
With this bridge that they were taking care of. Yeah. That's new cement there on the very end, underneath down at the bottom, if I had to say.
Yeah, it looks like they poured. This thing was sitting on the embankment, and they basically, I guess, jacked it up and poured a concrete
slab
case on or whatever down there. Yeah.
Okay. Yep, same thing on this side.
Yep.
You can see the new cement.
Yep, I agree. Well, this bridge is old.
Yeah, this
is 15 years old. I used to come running through here in 2005, and it was old when it came then. This thing could be 20-year-old bridge.
Yeah. Yeah, the bridge itself seems to be holding up fine. Not on this end?
No, I don't. That looks
or at
like
least not yet.
Not yet. Well, the river has, excuse me, the creek has eroded that
Yeah, the
way.
bank is gone on the far side. Yeah. What you whining about now?
I already have 10,000 steps. I shouldn't be required to walk around all over the place. I should just be piled up.
Well, don't worry. I don't have on a jacket. I just have on that, you know, blouse I wore shopping with Michelle. And
it's cooling quick.
it's going to cool quick because the sun sets, not to mention the park.
Dry.
Not to mention that the park closes at sunset. So you won't be out here too long.
Yeah.
And I'm not making you run. We're just strolling. This is a romantic afternoon sunset stroll. I may even need you to help keep me warm.
Yeah, can do. I know how to heat you up.
Donnie. So there's some of the local native ferns, and they're turning that golden color in there. They do die back during the winter and then come back up in the spring. But that's the nicest golden tone I've seen on them. Here's one I can get a little closer to. I don't know in our yard that they're quite that golden yet. Yeah, well, that looks safe to walk on, but that's going to need some additional work at some point too. So we're behind the trucking little house with the tractor trailers. That's right across from the entrance to the Jeff Wells Trail we go by in the morning. Just to put it in perspective, we're basically walking out along the street that leads down to the environmental park right now. You can go way into the woods over here, but that's not what we did. You can go a little farther, but as we reported the last time we were here, that bank right up ahead is very eroded, and it's, you know, not trivial to get past it. You got to be careful.
I'm not going past it. I'm just going to go up.
Yeah. So this park, you know, to a large extent, it really needs a little bit of overhaul work besides shoring up that one bridge. Yeah, you can get past there. You just got to be careful.
Well, there used to be a bridge right there.
Yeah, to get back out to an entrance at the street that they took away.
Yeah.
Kind of roped it off too. Oh, that's pretty. It looks better in the water than it does in the camera.
Yeah.
It looks better on video than it does in person. It really brings out those extra colors. Very pretty.
And it's behind you.
Yep.
That's the sourwood.
I've never seen a sourwood be yellow, so no, that's something else. Sourwood, while some trees can vary in color, sourwood is always red. There's a lot of privet in front of you. Yeah, I'm not close enough to identify that tree. I don't know what that is. It's not beech. I don't know. It's pretty. Right, I think it's an ash tree, one of those trees you asked me to find for you the other day so you could see it in person. Yep. So we use Google Lens to take a picture of the leaf and have it help us identify it. And it brought up a search results list of cats pictures. So Don had better luck taking a closer picture of the leaf, and Google said spit out some fancy name, which turned out to be a cork tree, and they're considered invasive, which doesn't surprise us since this entire park is nothing but invasive plants, which is frankly one of the reasons why we don't walk down here much, even though it's so close to the house. The amount of privet in here is just, it's just a lot. And this is why we have to work so hard to keep the privet out of our yard, because the birds share the park and then they share our yard, and we have new sproutings every year. There's bamboo down here. The kudzu hasn't really invaded the park. I guess the park's too shady. The kudzu must like the shade, or must like the sun on the trail over there.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we won't repeat all of it, but when Don picked up running again, what year was that about?
2005, 2006.
Yeah, there was no Jeff Wells Trail. That asphalt trail we're on every morning didn't exist to get you up to South Park. South Park was there in some form, but maybe not for its current use as the community center.
Right.
And Don ran over here all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to run up and down all the trails and then run home.
And that's 401 when we go to Sanford.
Yeah.
We're over there on that far road. We were over there the last video we filmed in the park, which we're not going to do all of that today because this is a casual thing. We've already done our walk today, but yeah, they've got bat boxes up and bluebird boxes, and this is a nice little cutover. Well, somebody obviously maintains these boxes. That one up at South Park, I'm pretty determined Don's gonna take it down, put up the nice new one, repair the old one, and then we'll put the old one someplace else.
Yeah.
Like coming up here anytime now.
Yeah.
Since it's not nesting season. Got to get it done before February.
Right.
So December, January is nest box repair time.
You know, we are almost at homes. We went to over to Nash County to that park.
Bailey.
Bailey.
Yeah, Sandley.
Yeah,
Which?
The Battle Creek Park.
Oh, in Rocky Mount. When we were in Rocky Mount, we were near the home of the Bailey Bluebird Box
That's
family.
Right. Bailey is in Nash County. It's not that far from wherever we were.
Yeah, Bailey, if you're interested in putting up some bluebird boxes. I know years ago we bought 4 boxes for $100, including shipping. It came in a cardboard box. That was exactly the right way to buy them, and they were all fit nice in there snug. And we gave some away and we put some up. Yeah. And, you know, it's a success story with the bluebirds here in North Carolina that people did enough to keep them from going extinct. They were headed in the wrong direction, and mostly because of sparrows taking over their boxes. And this guy, he developed the right size hole and the conditions that the birds like, and trained people where to put boxes in the right spot. They like on the edge of the forest. This is too dense for them in here, but out there along the power lines where there's some forest fringe area, that's what they like. And there's a certain orientation they prefer the box to face, which I guess has to do with wind, rain, and sun.
Yeah, that all comes with the box.
Yeah, and that all comes with the box. So, yeah. And they're good boxes for other birds too, if you live where there's not bluebirds. It's a, you know, North Carolina family-owned business, and they did a lot to save the bluebirds. Yeah, here you can see how big the piece of cement is. It's not just 2 pylons, it actually goes the whole width of the bridge too. I was down here one day with the boys, and they were over here playing.
This laminated beam would have been expensive. You know, it would have been. This is not a cheap bridge. This is a laminated beam. That's pretty pricey. It's curved and everything. But yeah, they look like they did a good job. I mean, if they somehow protect that from being eroded, it'll last a long time.
Yep.
Because I can tell you this is still a solid. I mean, there's no problem that it's 20 years old and it's going to go another 20, no problem at all.
Well, I'm slightly disappointed, surprised that the creek is dry right now.
I had no rain.
Well, yeah. That rain we had last night didn't amount to much. Don pointed out there's a southern magnolia there in the woods. Yeah, it's a good time to walk down there. It's all nice and dry right now. You don't want to be on those rocks when they're wet. And it looks very dry right now. So, and Don's got on his duck shoes. He's got on some good rubber soles, unlike me who's walking in my Mary Jane Crocs. I just didn't feel like putting on sneakers again today. having to switch out socks. I've regretted it a few times. It's a lot of roots. Yeah, for an easygoing little park, there's a couple of climbs. It's a little elevation change. Wherever you got water, you got ups and downs.
That's right.
So we went in over there and then came out over here. That allowed us to go near that nice rock outcropping. Yeah, someone was in our spot. We had a parallel park. They were there when we went past the guardian angel talking, and they were there when we came back 20 minutes later. They're all like, oh well. Hey you. Well, if we'd have known you were going to be this much in love with being in the house, you may would have been a house cat sooner. But you and your mama, you beat up on Nighttime, the little black cat. That's how she ended up in the house. And I would have never took you away from your mama, and your mama don't really want to come in. And it just worked out when it worked out, sweetheart. But she's, yeah, not you. No, not you. Hi, Slaty. Black cat. I didn't find any new Legos at Guardian Angel today, but this is the train that was in the big bin from about a week ago. And now that I'm done with my house, I wanted to try to put this back together. I feel sure I have all the parts and pieces for it. It's just a matter of re-engineering it. All right, the platform is 100% done. I am missing one part that I didn't find, the King's Cross sign that goes here. And I believe that it's still quite possible I could find it. And I have all the minifigures, and I feel pretty darn sure that I have all the parts for the train. I know I have this Hogwarts Castle sign in the front of the train and the wheels, and it's all over here. So probably tomorrow afternoon sometime I'll try to put the train back together. The train's a little easier pulling out all the red pieces and the wheels, and it's in big parts. This I had to work a little bit for, including pulling just a couple parts out of my own stuff. Not because they were probably missing, but because it was just faster.